trifling today, and I wanted to. This video really isn't for my regular viewers. I've been getting a lot of messages and phone calls from a lot of people, and I can't keep up with them all. I got like a whole new ambition and drive in me that I've never had before. I haven't had for a long time. Like 4 years almost since I've seen my kids. And so it's kind of like I don't know. I might have an opportunity to see my kid or whatever. So that would be awesome. Or talk to her. Either one. It's crazy. The last time I was working, like I got to work. Left here from a stream I did for like 2 hours at 4:30. Like so two. It's like I think it was 2 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Showed up, had my leaf blower to blow off all the dust on the roof, and then got my roof power washed just as the sun was coming up, and then I was putting down EDMs like a plastic coating over the roof. So I put that down and like if you look at my back right now, hold on, let me switch to full screen. I don't know if you can see or like I really can't get a good picture of it, but like there's blisters all over my back. Blisters from the sun. Like I'm obviously beet red like a tomato. Um, but I downloaded some pictures last night, and I was gonna do like a little stream, um, just talking about some of the things that I've been doing because I talk about it a lot. And this was for the viewers, just like what I've been doing in my life. Like, cause I always talk about like this RV that I'm building, this mobile gaming station, and I used to do like streams of me actually building it, and I haven't done that for a while. So I thought I would go through these two little slideshows. I just random stuff I downloaded last night. That was my retarded self after I got back, from Denver. I had a after I got back from Denver, I got a broken ankle. Right, it was like a year and a half ago. I didn't have anything. I had a backpack when I came down here. That was it. I didn't have a GED that was accredited. Couldn't get into college. I'm in college now. The one thing I had was faith, and I learned a lot about God when I took theology class, and so my faith was super strong when I first got down here, and it's kind of diminished since then. And then when it returned, like when I found like there's a potential I may be able to like see my kids is like it's amazing, right? Like how much faith can push you. And I tell it to a lot of people that may or may not believe in God or that are indecisive. It's like one of the biggest attributes you can gain from it, whether you believe or you don't believe, or if you take the chance to believe, rather, and you start reading the Bible, is like believing in something that you do not know is there, that you have no evidence of physically. That's what faith is, right? You can't see it, right? You don't know it's there. You believe in it blindly. It's blind. That's why they call it blind faith. It's silly to me because, faith for itself, insinuates it's blind. But believing in something that's not there, it's like Michael Jordan, right? He believed he's going to be this great player that wasn't there. Kobe Bryant, he's going to be that great player that wasn't. It just wasn't there, right? Like he believed that, and the more they believed it, the more they believed it, the more they believed it, the more it became a reality, right? So, if you can believe in something that's not there, just imagine what you can do for yourself, what you can do, like what you'll believe in as far as what you can do. And so, I believed in a company in Colorado, right? It was cool. It was an awesome company. I had to work on a $1 million die casting press machine. And because I did that and I started working on these things that building parts for Bose Sound System, military contractors, our government building medical equipment for handicapped people or people in wheelchairs, stuff like that. Like I was able to see like so much more as far as like when I look at like stuff on the shelf, and I could just see how that's built. And I don't. Like, I used to look at stuff on a shelf, like you'd see like an Xbox or whatever it was in a store that you saw, right? And I'll be like, man, that looks cool, And then now I'm like, man, I could build that, Like if I had, and I would in my head I can picture like the whole manufacturing process and like, and so just believing in different, like that you can do things, right? Or like something that's outside of you is it's crazy So I'm not trying to convert anybody to Christianity, but I just I had that mentality when I first came here. Let me hit just F5 real quick. It turns this into a slideshow, so I can go through this a lot faster. I'm ready to get back to work. Works without faith, faith without works are dead. So like what you do needs to match like you know what I mean, the faith and belief that you're showing in God, right? You don't want to go around talking about God like upholding that image, and that's one of the biggest reasons I never talked about God. That was me taking apart an air conditioner, phones, replacing them, doing the videos. I haven't never published them, right? Rebuilding them, installing a driveway for my first time. Meeting Steven, he was an amazing guy, taught me a lot, still is an amazing guy. This is when I first got into college, about to be that day. I made that picture for my profile picture, fixing the deck, standing in the deck, doing all kinds of different works that I'd never done there. I started acquiring tools at that time. Like I went from a backpack to now I'm starting to gain a little bit of this and that here and there. That was the deck right when I first started. A little video of that. Hopefully it's not too long. I didn't mean to download videos, but I sanded that thing forever. That was my first computer. When I started gaming, I wasn't even supposed to be able to play Call of Duty. Like this with this computer right here. I got bamboozled by Best Buy, right? And then I ended up switching it out for an Alienware, making a little bit of money off of that, and then taking that money and then reinvesting it into another gaming PC. Then using the parts from that game. There's an Alienware computer in the back, trash. I didn't like it at all. Just FYI. Yeah, man, I'm always digging myself up. My mother, my grandmother, grandma's 91, I believe, 93, 91, can't remember. My mom, they're getting up there, and so I got limited time with them. Mom been through a lot, like stage 3 breast cancer, going through that with her. There's just been a lot of adversity and like our ability to diversify and grow, and like just to see what they've been through and understand where I've came from. That's been huge to me, to be able to like realize like if they, how much they've been through and what I really have to go through. Can we get through this? I didn't know this was gonna be like a whole video. I try to get as many videos like as goofy as they are. I don't even know what they're saying right now. I can hear them. Put my headphones on so I can. Like, I love my mama. I love my grandma. Tita and Aldina. She knows I'm recording. Grandma though. She tells she's kind of annoyed. So I was like, alright, I'm done. So this is one of my first assignments that I had in digital media design. Now, like I've obtained my GED at that point. I started, like I'm working on some college things. This is like it's crazy. Like I went through like the lowest point in my life. Then I went out to study theology, and then like all this stuff just started happening. Like here's the RV. I found black mold. Had to rip out all the flooring. Now it's got a new deck in it. It's going to show eventually. This has been so crazy, the things that I faced while rebuilding this thing. Another thing that I had done for one of my first classes in digital media design. And all the things that I've learned along the way of like rebuilding the RV. Like I literally have like almost every power tool as far as electricity goes, not like air powered or gas powered tools that Lowe's and Home Depot have to offer, right? Like, and I didn't even know what they were, and the names now I'm using them on the daily. God is good as the point. Like, look at that rust right there. That's like almost how all my framing was. I didn't know how to weld. I didn't know any of that stuff. Learned all that. Like, it's just like astronomically. I mean, it's just an astronomical difference between like who I was and now who I've like become, because I had like just learned to believe in myself. I always thought I was dumb when I was a kid. I was like, like who cares? Because I was making money, whatever. Like I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Limited myself a lot. I really wish I could. It's the only thing that sucks about doing the this display modes, like I can't like skip through these faster and without it going back to the first picture. Yeah, but I mean, obviously it was corroded. Like literally, some of those parts I could just grab my hand and rip it out. So now I'm getting more tools, learning more. I got the welder finally, sanding disc, which I'm gonna have to go buy some soon. As soon as I get done with this video, I didn't have wood, so I would tear apart pallets. Like all this wood that you're seeing, you're gonna see where it came from, and I end up building a whole a shop out of it. Not just pallet wood, but like you get free wood from like Ace Hardware, or sorry, Lowe's and Home Depot. They're called stickers. If you ever go there and you want some, ask if they have any extra stickers in the back. Some of them may call it just something different. It's just like the little wood slats that go in between different like materials. Like they have a whole bunch of concrete and I'll slide one in between. But yeah, I'm ripping those apart, do anything I can to get wood. Wood was just absolutely ridiculously expensive. Like it was insane. Starting to get some more tools in the bottom there. Paint brushes, or the air paint brush, which actually so hopefully soon I'm going to be able to utilize. And then there's that the shop being built right there. All free wood, 100% free wood. Those are all like the bases of the. I forget the thing I just said. And then it ended up looking like that. I wanted to finish. I wanted to put a roof on it, but I was told by management I need to hurry up and finish. So I was like, all right, whatever. That was going to be the roof right there. I got all that for like 34 bucks. It was free. It was like discounted wood. I was super stoked. The little things in life, right? My dog, Fearless. It's always good to have a best friend that's never going to lie to you around. And then all the different things I tried to learn how to refabricate that siding. And that's actually what I'm working on right now. Like I've got it down. I just I know welding it so much in the frame. Like I couldn't even drill a screw through it. So there was another chance or attempt at fabricating it there. I set up my stream outside in the work area I built. Just built I think it was like my third table I built. I started learning to build stuff. I was sleeping. That's where I was sleeping. That was doing great for me. That's honesty. Whenever she just got off of school, like I let her look around like if we weren't there, and then I like surprise, She's so excited. I miss her so much. Plumbing issues, learn how to do plumbing. I never would have even humbled myself enough to think about doing plumbing. Refrigerators for RV are crazy to fix. Not even electricians or like maintenance men would even look at it because they're like, nah, we're not doing it. $400 at the RV place, learn how to do that. That was the RV when I first got it. Bird poop green. And then slowly you see that. It's like all the stuff on the outside coming off. It's just older stuff from 1985. Salt. There I'm doing a lot of yard work, landscaping. Yeah, so like the wallboard right there is absolutely ridiculous. Like I was told that I can't do this, right? Like of course, I'm blessed to be told that because of course what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do that. You tell me I can't, and I will every single time. I'll speed up the video right here. I think. Hopefully I downloaded the right one. This is 15 minutes of nothingness. Besides this, if I didn't speed it up, there we go. This stuff is so hard to take off because you have to take it off, and like on the outside of that styrofoam behind it is literally just the siding on the outside of the RV. It's in like only like an inch and a half thick of insulation. So I did this. This is only like not even the 4-foot section that you're seeing removed right here, and then I did that to a whole like 70 feet plus of siding or the wall inside. Taking the wallboard off like that was killer. Because I mean, if you're gonna rebuild something, do it right? Like everybody's telling me just go over it. Like I'm not gonna put something over it. It's gonna be mildewy. It's gonna smell. I don't know. I just didn't want that, right? Like, and it's coincidentally enough. So my oldest daughter, Honesty, and then Madeline, my youngest daughter, had came into this exact RV, and they're so excited about this RV. They thought it was the coolest thing. And I was initially just going to put them in that whenever they were down here with me. You can see in the bottom that black mold I was talking about. But that's why I found the black mold. It's like, you can't put kids in that, right? Yeah, that's what it was looking like. I just hope I don't talk. I never know when I'm going to embarrass myself. Every day it's like that. There's my niece Riley, love her to death. She's amazing. honesty. She's boxing with her sister that day. It's funny. I thought they wouldn't want to do it, and at the end they're like yelling, "No, we don't want to stop them." Another little thing for digital media design. Okay, so that's done. Good deal. I got one more to do, and then I can. So there's my girls before all this happened, right? I think this shows a little bit more of the beginning of the RV repair. Yeah, like, it's crazy without them, like how hard the things have. I don't know. I've just been hard on a lot of people, so I apologize. Like if you happen to catch the end of that. My floor, like this is what I did to my entire floor, like just putting down insulation, shaving over the top of it, literally breathing in what the same thing as asbestos. At first, I didn't even know I was breathing it in until I talked to my doctor. He's like, yeah, it's like asbestos because little bitty particles get into your lungs. This is the look. I pulled this out. Look at that. That's what my framework looked like. So I was like, thank God I pulled off that floor, so I would have never noticed that. So there was one of my first attempts to replace some of the outside siding before I learned like what Bondo was and how to use it. So I made a lot of cans of spray foam insulation. It's if I would have done it again, I would have done it much differently. But I didn't know what I was doing. Had no clue. And YouTube this type of stuff all day. You're not going to find very much because nobody's rebuilding a 35-foot RV from 1985. Originally, this thing cost $112,000, and so one of the reasons I'm always persistent in rebuilding it is because like having that steel frame, you can do a lot more with. Plus, it's like to get one with that quality of material on the inside. Right now, it's like ridiculous, like $200,000-$400,000. Like, so if I could rebuild it and learn the mechanics inside it and like how to hook it up electrically and do like what the things I plan to do, like build like a little gaming studio or whatever I want, just a studio computer, whatever that pops up out of the floor, different things like hydraulic. Like right here, this is what I'm working on now. Like those are cargo bays, getting those aligned. Like have a hydraulic cargo bay where it just like pushes the cargo bay out. Put it on a track, right? So that was me rebuilding. This is my shoes all the time. Like literally, I have shoes right now that have holes in them all the way through, right? So those are just the insoles. Right? It's like I don't even have those are my other shoes I'm wearing. So that was trying to fabricate the siding. Like so many different types of adhesives I use that would just always melt that styrofoam. So I still don't even know what to do about that. Anybody has any insight would be great. This electric scooter, I was so stoked about that, and then here goes into my office. Plus, I had to throw my mattress out. The manager comes by, hey, it feels like I got fleas on me. He's like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, yeah, I went over there, they got fleas. You don't have fleas over here, do you? Like, not currently, but I did after he left. I found fleas in my mattress, so I throw it out, which is whatever. It's, with adversity comes diversity if you choose to find it. That was me. I had to pull up the whole floor because I realized I hadn't put any grease over the steel to prevent the oxidation process. So that where you see it's shiny, if you leave it shiny like that with nothing on it, or any metal that's ever exposed, eventually it's gonna go through an oxidation process, basically where it rusts. But the speed of it is much slower with some type of lubricant around it. Yeah, so this right here, my God, it was such a. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay, let me go back out of this. Yeah, I didn't really mean to talk this long. Here's the next picture. So then I started finding out the Bondo, right? I did that section there. It's most of the next section. I ended up getting into a dorm where I'm going to get some sleep. I was sleeping on a piece of decking. One that was like bowed out, and then I put one on top of that so it had a little spring in it in the decking. And I still didn't want to go whenever they offered me this. They offered me this $1,000 when I came. But it's just like I wanted to be there at my RV working all the time. My dog Fearless. So here I started doing the Bondo all the way across, and so like just last night I cut this out right here. It was like 12 o'clock at night, right? So I had left, like I said, or I woke up 2 a.m. to do the stream, right? Probably like 12 that night because I've been working too much the night before. And so anyways, like I ended up having to cut this all out at like 12 o'clock, and then at 1:30 I'm still working. So I almost 24 hours in, and I had to cut this all out. Like that made me sick. So I had sanded this down so perfectly. There was a big hole, a gap in it, right? And I had to take that, cut that gap in there so I could take out the frame. It's just like wow, it's a lot. I tell you. There we go. There's a picture, better picture. It's becoming a lot more smooth at that point. 360 grit sandpaper. I don't know if that means anything to you guys. There, I was on top of the roof. This is where I started to get blisters on the back, and then put it in. Oh, so there was like these little compartments, and I talked to my school about this, like the different things that I wanted to do to my RV because that was like part of our agreement when I moved in here is to help me get my RV into a living condition. Like putting like a ladder, like a Jacob's ladder, not a Jacob's ladder, that was for the Renaissance. Putting a ladder here, like a little decking area up top, like where it would fold up, and then taking this like a little awning right here off. Then I cut off like just a couple different things here. Man, out in the sun, like I had no idea how long I'd be out there, and ended up all day, and then like a day to recover, which is like the day that I started streaming. Why I slept so long, what that he can tell you. And I couldn't come out the next day because I'm putting on this stuff right here. So this is like a plastic TPO or EDM roofing, which puts basically another layer of this plastic on it to keep it from leaking. And then cutting out like just some wood to go on top of it until I do something with these holes or cover them all together. And then let's see. Alright, so that was me right after the stream, showing up bright and early. It's funny watching my neighbor's face. It's like, what are you doing with a blow dryer and a power washer on your roof? I've never seen such a thing. Man, the sunset was beautiful. Most amazing artist of all time is God, right? And then oh, I think I have a few selfies coming up, man. Just feeling myself right there. Feeling kind of big. Feeling kind of blistery on my back, too. This is one of the projects I did for digital media design that I was kind of proud of. But you can see right here, I kind of messed up this top bit. Didn't mean to show that. Yeah. Anyways. So if I haven't been replying to you, now you know, like, I'm about to go grind and do the exact same thing today, and I definitely appreciate all the opportunities everybody's been providing and everything that you guys have to talk to me about. Call me, I will answer. I promise I'll answer. But I definitely like when I write a message, especially when it has anything to do with like something significant in my life, not just like conversation. And, I think about it a lot. So. I don't know, it just takes a lot out of my day. I've never been one to write, so like now that I am doing that, it's just really tough for me to sit down and like not think about everything I say for a long time. Because when I was younger, I just told everybody everything they wanted to hear, just so I can be on with my day. That was my motto. So if you get a quick reply from me, just know that that's me, the old me coming back out. It just takes me